Rose. Thanks. Hello internet, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Tori and today we have a Pan That Palette update. So this will be the last update before the finale. I was debating ending it this month, but when we look at it, we'll see that if I ended it this month, I wouldn't be doing myself justice. So before we get into it, I do want to say we're getting close to 500 subs. Would like to hit that by the end of the year, so make sure that, you know, you click the red button and make it gray. That would be very much appreciated. And now the Adapt Cosmetics palette. So take a nice, good, long look at the previous month because I had to rearrange my palette. So let's look at what this palette now looks like. It is a mess. So if you can't tell, I depotted all of my Jeffree Star palettes because this is the only way I use them. So obviously, if you weren't here before, I don't support Jeffree. Jeffree is not my Pan That palette, but as you can see, it's taken over this Adapt Cosmetics palette. These shades down are all not in my Pan That palette, and neither is Little Boat. But ColourPop Little Boat just hangs out to help out, you know? This is what the palette currently looks like. I've made some progress. So I'm pretty sure since the last update, Tarte 3 was completely done, so that's that empty pan there. Since the last update, I have finished the Lorac Lavender shade. As soon as I repressed it 2 months ago, I told y'all when I repressed it, watch, it would be easily gone. And it was easily gone. I actually kind of had fun using it. Let's see. The obvious change is I hit pan in Coastal Scent Cherry Moss. And then we'll just talk about the rest of them all in order. So let's just talk about them in order how I typically would. This is the Morphe and Kathleen Lights White Shimmer shade. The pan has been expanded, but I think we just might see it expand by next month, and that's really about it. Next is Makeup Geek Peaches and Cream. So I am continually trying to expand that. I do want it done by the finale. I'm going to try to get it done by the finale, but we'll see what happens because since I did repress it, it is a looser formula now. It does have a lot of kickback now. Kickback, kick up, you know what I mean. So it's not the best shade to use, but I want to try to get it out because it's not my ideal cream crease shade, so I just want to get it done as soon as possible. Next, Aluminum Taupe has not really been used by Coastal Scents. ABH 10K was used once, but it looks the same. The Morphe Cool Tone Taupe Shimmer, not really used. I do want to try to finish this Franken shade. I have slowly started incorporating it again because, like I've said before, it's not pigmented at all. I can like add it to quote unquote deepen up looks, but it's not really doing anything. So I am going to try to get most of it done. Either way, whatever's left is just going to get decluttered out of this at the end of the year anyway. So I'm going to try to finish it. Morphe Bronze, I've given up on. I have plans already for it next year, so I'm not too concerned. It's not really a focus right now, even though, yes, it is halfway used up. Coastal Scents Chocolate Cherry, it's vibing. I'm not using it at the moment. Cherry Moss I've stopped using since I hit pan on it, and it's probably going to stay that way. Empty pan. Coastal Scents Mauve I am trying to get out by the end of the year. I mean, look at it. I've made a nice amount of progress if I don't say so myself. I've been wearing pink looks pretty much this whole month besides certain days on the weekends. And this is pretty much, well, what the pink look looks like at the end of the day. Coastal Scents Mauve is a common player. I tend to use it in my outer V. It's always getting used. Next, ABH Intense Gaze. I don't think I've used it. The Morphe Mauve has been getting used a lot because of this look. It needs outer V shades. I'm constantly switching out outer V shades to use. So it's getting used. Obviously, it's not going to change, but that's fine. I have something planned for it next year. Makeup Geek Frappe, just vibing. Makeup Geek Cosmopolitan, also just vibing. And then now onto the squares, and then obviously we have the Giant Makeup Forever shade. It's just vibing. I haven't worn red since I've started wearing all these pinks. All the squares. The L'Oreal 510 shade. I want this done by the end of the year. I have expanded the pan a lot since I repressed it because of the pink looks. I feel like I just have to, I feel like if you watched me, I keep repeating because of the pink looks, but the pink looks are really helping my collection at the moment. I'm typically not one to pan the same look. This is the first time I've ever worn pretty much the same eyeshadow look with different crease shades for 15 plus days. I've never done anything, you know, like this before. I tend to switch up my eye looks every single day. I've been having fun actually doing this, and as you can see, it's helping. So we have the rack from the Pro Brunch palettes. This is Moonlight. Moonlight I think was used once, but can't really tell. This is the shade I call Tarte 3 from the Tarte and QVC 2015 Romantic Essentials palette. I don't think I've used this one. I haven't been using browns as an outer corner, pretty much only pinks. French Toast has not been touched. Tarte 1 was used once, I'm pretty sure. Valet has not been touched. Obviously, Tarte 3 has been Gonzo. Eggs Benny has not been touched. Lorac Sorbet, whatever it is, has been touched. I don't think I've expanded the pan, but I have helped like that dip that's with the pan a little more. Bloody Mary was not been touched. What are you called? I don't remember what you're called. Mimosa has not been touched. Avocado Toast has been touched because I have a teal in my lower lash line, so sometimes I use avocado toast to blend it out, but obviously avocado toast is not getting pan by the end of this project. Blueberry scone is just chilling. And then I did use Smoothie once, but I'm not too concerned. It has plans next year. What is this shade called? Hot Sauce. Hot Sauce has not been touched. So pretty much my goal for the finale is to finish this L'Oreal shade finally. This is, I think, my oldest eyeshadow I currently own, so let's get it out of here. The Makeup Geek Beaches and Cream, whatever. Get them out of here, use it up. And then Coastal Scents Mauve, get it out of here, use it up. And same with the Franken. I think that it is very feasible for me to do that and complete that by the finale next month, since, like I said, all I've been wearing is pink shades. From the looks of it, I'm going to continue wearing variations of this look till at least mid-December. So they'll be getting love. If I'm gonna make predictions, I think the L'Oreal one's going to be finished first, then the Peaches and Cream, and then the Franken, and I think Coastal Scents Mauve is going to be used last, just because I don't like using it in my outer V every day, because it's just bland. And like by bland, I just mean because it's a mid-tone, it doesn't give me the darkness I want in my outer crease, or for today, the brightness in my outer crease. So yeah, this is how it's currently looking. I am telling y'all now, I am not doing an Adapt Cosmetics palette for my Pan That palette next year. I will probably still be working on a lot of these singles. I've already planned throwing some of these singles into projects for next year, because I do want to stop depotting palettes, one. Besides the Naked Mole Rats, because fun fact, since I depotted all these, I've actually like touched shades that I don't even think I've touched before. Like actually using them. It's amazing. It's amazing what making your own color story out of palettes you own can like do and like motivate you. Crazy. But while saying that, don't go depotting palettes if you don't want to. I think I'm gonna go back to like my chopping block single palettes. I don't know if I will make that a video. What I used to do, and what I kind of always used to do as a panner before I filmed it, is I would just have a little Z palette and just fill in like a couple shadows, how many could fit, that I wanted to use and finish up. And then once one was finished, I would roll in a new one. I think that's most likely what I will do next year. I just want to clarify and say that this would not be my Pan That palette for next year. Like, this is not a Pan That palette idea. This is something I used to do alongside with my Pan That palette. I would pick singles that are cohesive to my Pan That palette and pan them alongside my Pan That palette. It would not be included in a Pan That palette video, especially what the Pan That palette is going to be for next year, which you'll find out next month. But it would, if I were to film it, it would be its own entity, its own chopping block type of thing. I don't know if I would film that. Let me know if you think I should film that. That's kind of up in the air. When I used to post them, I put it on my panning Instagram way in the beginning, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I think those photos might be archived by now, because I do archive a lot of my non-aesthetic photos, because I'm trying to create a theme on Instagram. It's not working, but I'm trying. Considering all that's happened this year so far, this Pan That palette's not that bad. I've said before that this has not been my year for panning eyeshadows. I've not had I'm not on my typical track record. So, considering, not too shabby. So yeah, let's see what I finish in the finale next month, and then we'll take it from there. So if you enjoy me and you enjoy Project Pan videos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and all that jazz. And peace out, Girl Scout.